Hello, my name is Ben Reid and I'm co-founder of Bullion Spiced Rum. The journey all started for Bullion when I lived on the island of St Martin for many years, where I was racing ex-America's Cup yachts. Now, I wasn't really much of a rum drinker when I moved to the island, but I grew to love it very, very quickly when we got sponsored by a very well-known rum brand, and we just had an abundance of it. When I was at my local beach bar one day, the whole idea sort of flourished from there, really. Sat at the beach bar with some friends, and we were looking for some rum to try. They were all pirate themed and everything just looked the same. But also out in the bay was Paul Allen's $200 million yacht, Octopus. And that really stood out from all of the other boats. And that was very distinctive and easy to see. So I thought, well, why not create a rum that would really stand out? And that's how Bullion was born. The journey continued when I was back in the UK. A very good friend of mine, Di Wakely, is also a master distiller.
My name is Di Wakely and I am the master distiller of Hensol Castle Distillery. Bullion rum is a complex one. We source that Guyanese based rum, which has already had a triple distillation. We then give it a fourth distillation here at Hensol Castle, but then we distill it with the finest botanicals and spices. So we fire the still up. It's a pot still with a column still hybrid. Yeah, it's a 400 litre still, so it's actually a fairly small batch for the volume that they do. And then we turn it on, we heat it up to about 90 degrees, right? And we take, and as the alcohol evaporates through the pot still to the column still, we extract all the essential oil from those botanicals. Process of the distillation can last up to about 6 hours. It's a slow distillation, and as that liquid is touching copper, it's removing sulfites from that liquid, making it a pure spirit also. One thing we do is we actually leave the column plates open so we don't lose any of the flavour from the essential oils of those botanicals. When we achieve a nice decent heart cut at about 85% ABV, we then proof that to bottling strength at 40% with the finest Welsh water.
Creating the new flavours for Bullion, as you know, the rum category is massive and everyone's got a different palate, a different taste. But for me, it was important that I could hit lots of marks throughout the rum category. These are flavoured spiced rums at 40% with natural flavours, nothing artificial. So it's important that you get that flavour, from drinking it neat. But also with mixologists and bartenders, they want some bit of complexity that they can use and get creative with behind the bar.
The difference between a distilled spiced rum and a compounded spiced rum. Compounded are very, very common across the UK and across the world also. But a distilled spiced rum actually extracts the essential oils from the real botanical, from the actual raw ingredient through distillation. So not only is that liquid having an extra distillation as well, touching more copper. The general rule is the more copper contact your liquid has, the purer spirit you're going to get because it removes sulfites from that liquid. But we're actually achieving real flavour from real botanicals rather than hitting it with natural or synthetic flavours that are built up in the ways of compounding.
The feedback that we have received, and one of the big points, is the bottle design and having big, bold colours, which was our sort of benchmark at the beginning. It needs to be attractive, but you have to be able to back it up with good quality liquid.
If I was to talk about the liquid, it's superior to many. I make a lot of spiced rums for lots of different customers, and Bullion's been kind of the more complex, from the sourcing of the raw ingredients through to the distillation, the balancing and the finishing of that liquid. I had quite an intense guide for it, as in it needs to be the best, it needs to be as good as the bottle of which it's in, and I think we've actually achieved that.
With Bullion being all natural flavour, vegan, gluten-free, we tick all the boxes, and we open the rum category with having lots of different flavours. So Bullion hits a really diverse demographic throughout the rum category. Working with the wholesalers in the UK has been amazing. We've had some great feedback. We've done a lot of tasting sessions at the wholesalers. We've got to meet the customers face to face. Now, whether some of them may have smaller retail shops or they've got restaurants and bars, I can always have that sort of relationship and get to understand and find out where our products, the Bullion products, fit within their niche.
So working with Bullion Rum has been quite the journey. They came originally with the perfect finished article. all right? And all I had to do is match that finished article with the perfect liquid. And we kind of, once that was done, everything else has fallen into place. And yeah, it's been enjoyable. And I'm looking forward to working with them and continuing and seeing where they get.
Bullion's next mission is export. And that's what we're really excited about. Bullion is a global brand. Exporters are going to benefit from having Bullion in their portfolio because they're going to have a point of difference. Bullion is not just any old rum brand. We have got such a diverse portfolio in our flavoured category of spiced rums. We hit so many different palates. All our flavours are 40% all natural, vegan, gluten-free. We tick all the boxes. We're a fully sustainable brand. We offer such value to our wholesalers and distributors and export partners.